Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I should have been on the screen there, but welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Friday. We made it. We made it through another work week. My hair is like a mess. I don't know what's going on here, but it's because I just took it down. So it'll settle here in a minute. It'll settle. But it's Friday. What is today's date? The 8th? August the 8th already. Already. So welcome in. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see the mods in chat. It's good to see everybody. We're going to go over Austin's case tonight. Just, mix it up a little bit. There's been some stuff coming out of that case. There's been some updates, I guess, if you would. I couldn't figure out the word. Updates. So we're going to go through those tonight, and we're just going to hit up the case from the beginning, kind of, just in case anybody is behind and they're not sure which case we're talking about. Everybody will have a good synopsis of this case by the end of it. I feel like we'll be good to go. So I actually love when Crime Timelines post on their website, because they will give you everything that you need to know about a whole case in one file. And I love that. So we'll go over that. And then I don't know what I had up there. Let's go back. it was just something about the sheriff's department. And then we'll go over his first court appearance that he made. And I'll be able to tie in one of the players in the game and kind of tell you a little more about that person and why they are, him and Austin are, in trouble together. So if you guys haven't heard of this case, there is a lot to kind of go over, but what I think we'll do, instead of using my background, like my presentation, we'll just use the website. So that'll work out better. But before we do all that, hello, hi, and welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tanya, or TitaniumBuilt. This one over here is normally Araya. That's my dog. She's on the ground right now, like getting comfortable. And then the other one back here, is she back there? Oh yeah, she's back there. For a minute, she was that gray ghost. That's what they say those dogs are. And those are Mia and Araya. So if you hear me talking to them, or you see me look behind myself, like at a weird moment, that's not me being weird. Well, it is, but I have a reason to be. It's the dogs. Before we get started, something very, very important to me. It's just important to me, but I'm sure it's important to you guys because it's important to me. So I don't want to say it's not important to anybody else, but my cat, I've had my cat since I was 22. He got sick yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, Rocky, you got sick, buddy. You know, no biggie." Cleaned it up. And then today he got sick again. And ever since he's gotten sick again today, that was this afternoon, he's literally just sat, like laid on my side of the bed. He never like lays on my side, like ever. And he's just laying there, and he's just kind of like his tummy hurts or something. So if you guys could just say a little prayer for my cat. I know it's just a cat, but that thing's been through, me and this cat have been through 3 lifetimes together. Let's just say that, and he's like, him and Vincent are like, those are my boys. Those are my boys. So say a little prayer for Rocky out there tonight. He's not over here cuddled in his bed, and I feel bad. But I think tomorrow he'll wake up and he'll feel better. Like sometimes maybe he'll just get a little bellyache. So, hey, Ladybug. Hey, baby girl. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Nikki. It's good to see everyone. But if I just knew that it would probably affect, like, because I'm thinking about it, but I'm not thinking about it at the same time. You know what I mean? So, and I would just like stay offline and just be like cuddled with him all night. But I know if I do that, my brain works bad. Like I'll just like, I'll make it worse than what it is. Do you know what I mean? So it's better just for me to be in here with you guys and not causing him any harm, not me going, are you okay? Are you okay? Every 5 seconds. So, hey, Sierra, welcome in. Oh yeah, they're all over the place. I saw bits and pieces of them. Only because I got on X today. I didn't think about it, and it was right before the live, pretty much, just like a couple hours before the lives. Yeah, the pups also say hello. They do. But I did see some of them. The ones I saw, they're not terribly bad, but the ones with the victims, they're blurred out. That's the victim, right? Like that one, those ones, I don't feel right about showing those. But I think that on our next live, we will show the house, because I did find it very interesting the way that everything was kind of like not disturbed, Which, do I think that Brian Koberger did this? Obviously. Do I think that he figured out do I think that maybe he drove around that house like maybe a couple nights before? Perhaps, and maybe saw that beer pong table there? Perhaps. But it's one of those, it's gonna be one of those cases that we scratch our head at for a long time, And I hope you start to feel better, baby girl. That was like me today. I was like not feeling very well today, but I'm feeling better now. I hope you start to feel better. Oh my gosh. Will you tell them, baby girl, to say, hey, I'm little over here. Take it easy on me. Hey, ATX. Well, I'm glad you've been here. Oh, a CBD cream. Oh, I want to try. I'm like, I want to try. What happened in 9:35? I gave up on that one that time. I was actually going to go to lives earlier, and I still might. I just haven't the last couple nights. But sometimes, so it usually if it's 9:35, if I'm on at 9:35, it's because I'm running late. And I almost scheduled this one out, and then I was like, no, you got this. So I just rushed around really quick right before the live. It was funny because, hey, is she? Vincent was like, your hair is still in a heatless curler. He's like, you going on like that? Don't tempt me. I drove to Columbus like that yesterday. Do you remember when our grandmothers and our great grandmothers, I would say, and even before that, but they would wear their curlers to like the grocery store. They would be driving their cars, wearing their curlers. Nobody said a thing, right? That's the new heatless curl for me. You need some dumbbells. The best place they're not very, okay, so they're not very heavy, but to start out, if you just want like a low weight, I would start, I think that you can get, I think they're like 8 pounds and under for like $5 at Five Below. That's where, when I first started like collecting weights, because I only needed like a couple, I started collecting them there. But then I needed a 10-pound doorbell or dumbbell. So then we went to, I forget where I got that one. Sierra, I got two. I can give her two too. He said that's the only reason why I have any muscle. Me too. You must have dogs like mine. Hey, Tiffany, happy Friday. Yeah, just man, it's like, it just sucks that they put those pictures out and like, I think what got me in my feels is, well, first off, I wasn't expecting them things to come out when they did. And I had this live planned around like Steve and how he's like got this one last wish. You know what I mean? The guys, I know that he's not the only family member and he's not the only family. And I know all that, but he's at the forefront, right? So we hear from him the most. And so we heard his opinion and what he has heard from other families, and it's just sad. But I will say, and I got upset. I don't even know what the tweet said today, but I was like, So Jennifer Coffendorfer was like, it was so sad last night. Steve Gonzalez came on News Nation and said that he didn't want these released. I said, as you're releasing them, like the last 4 posts were her releasing the crime scene photos. I'm like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I knew they'd be out there and stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. Who asked you where you live, Shauna? They're great for cuddles. My dog's great for cuddles too. I didn't think it was pitch black this whole time. I thought that sign was up, that good vibe sign. And I even thought maybe the cart was there because they had taken pictures in front of the cart and those black dresses. It's some of this stuff that we're getting. It's not new. It's really not. The fingerprints on the glass. I remember going on Melissa Jade's live, me, her, and I think Shay Benet. We went through all the crime scene photos and showed you how things were like moved because they had to take things out of the sink, it looked like, in order to get like, photographs of the sink. And they put all the stuff from the sink and that was on the oven, like the stove. They put that on the table because that brown table at one point was completely cleared off. And I just had a problem with that because I'm like, they better have cataloged everything, Hey, mi amore. Late for class. Well, look at that. Perfect timing. Just got to the house. Probably got your comfy clothes on by now. Or actually probably just taking the doggy out. I don't think he got into anything. Like, he's not like that kind of a cat. And there's nothing to get into. Like, everything is pretty much, I mean, no, he wouldn't do that. The only thing I could think of, and he wouldn't do it, like, I'm saying that, like, and but I know he wouldn't, is I did spray outside of our balcony yesterday, and he went out there and laid, like, hours later, but that wouldn't be it. Because, he would've got sick off that before, because I've sprayed it before. So, yeah, just say prayers for him, because I've literally have had him, like, through, 3 lifetimes, it feels like. Did he end up putting him out? I wonder, because he talks to Steve a lot, and I was wondering about that. Hey, Tempest. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, and then there's people asking about, like, the bedroom, which I was kind of curious about too, which I know which one it is. It's Dylan's bedroom, the one that's not blurred. But the pictures, I'm like, where are the pictures of the prominent eyebrows and stuff? Remember we saw the picture of that? Of, like, her picture in the background? It looked like it was above her bed, but I guess not. Hey, Crystal. I was so exhausted this morning. We stayed up late last night. So I can understand if some of you guys go to bed early tonight. Oh, that's the best ones to get, baby girl. If you're gonna, yeah, if you want to, actually, like, get a good set, I would get those. Like, invest some money, I would get those. Now Norris is puking. We're having a great day, is she? Man, between your dog, but we know your dog's okay. I hope so. Hopefully, he didn't get into anything. And my cat doesn't go outside other than on the balcony. Yeah. Yeah, Ashley, first time I saw him, I just, like, I wanted to get sick almost. Like, it was like, and then I'm like, well, I've seen them. So then I'm trying to think of, like, just the things were, and, like, and I didn't really look at them, so I'd have to, like, just look at this one area. But it did look like things were mishapped, or whatever you would call that word, in Xana's room. And I tried not to look at the bed area. I tried to look over, like, on this side of the photo, because I was curious. I wanted to see who had, like, the white dressers and stuff like that, the white side tables, because I think they all did pretty much, it seems like. Over 100 pounds. Yeah, mine's about she's about that. Yeah, she is nasty. I was like, I said something too. I said, as you're putting them on your, and I tagged her and Jesse Weber, and I forget who else. Hey, Brandywine. The good Brandywine. I heard someone say that about someone else named Brandywine today, and I said, what? I said, Brandywine was in my chat last night. She's the good Brandywine. Shereen, me too. I'm like, Jennifer, what did you do with the FBI? And I mean, she has that one photo of her in her, like, blazer suit from the 80s, 90s, arresting some guy. But, like, maybe they just gave her that one time. They're like, here, you could put the cuffs on him this time. I don't know. But let me get down to the bottom here. Because she doesn't know what she's talking about. Now, technically, now I know she doesn't know that. This isn't something she knows. But I'm going to tell y'all because I know it. But I know that she doesn't know it. But if you, so I think those roads are just like kind of old right there. Like that area is just old. But technically, king does go into queen. Now, I don't know if it's like queen in the front and then king on the side. I just have always called it king. It's always been King Road. Everyone knows it as that. Unless you really know the case, would you know that? And we all know that's not it. We all know that's not the reason. But I did see that today and I almost took up for it. And I was like, nah, I'm okay. I'll stick over here to my side. Oh, and Dale is so stinking cute. Ashley, that dog looks like it's just living its best life. Like that picture made me laugh so hard. And Ishii has a beautiful dog. But I just can picture that dog just really needing someone. And there comes Ashley of all people. Like, hold my beer. I got this one. Just so whatever you do, just don't get on Twitter. That's what I could say. That's what, like, really. So we're going to go through Austin Drummond, Tennessee quadruple homicide case file. We don't need to go through that records part, but I figured we'll just read through this. It'll give us the, it's going to give us obviously who they're talking about and who the suspects are. They're going to go through who the victims are. They're going to go through the timeline, and we're going to dig into a little bit of his past, when he was back in the slammer, because apparently he likes to be around there. I mean, he was just there in like June trying to drop off some contraband. Come to find out, during his court hearing. So it's like, were you ever really ready to leave? And, why did I don't understand why he had to do the things he did to go back in. If you wanted to go back, there's other ways to go back to prison. But if you guys don't mind, we're going to go ahead. We'll get started. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, all those things I ask you to do. I will put the channel link for the memberships in the chat, and I'll pin it to the top because I forgot to do that earlier. And I figured tonight we'll just kind of start scratching the surface, and then, we'll go from there. So if you don't know, it's going to tell you right here in the beginning of this case, or in the beginning of me reading, so I'm not even going to really go into it. But it says, Austin Drummond, Tennessee quadruple homicide case file. Deputies from the Dyer County Sheriff's Office responded to reports at about 3:10 p.m. last Tuesday, which would have been like the 29th, that a dark-colored minivan had dropped off the child in a car seat at a random individual's front yard in the unincorporated community of Tigrit. What does unincorporated mean? Like, I should know that, but when it comes to will someone let me know? Community, like a community. Do they just not have a post office and stuff like that? Like they don't have a police office, things like that. I could look it up, but if someone knows, if not, we can always look it up. Authorities later determined the abandoned baby was connected to a crime scene in Lake County where 4 people were found dead. Drummond identified as a suspect. I'm kind of wondering how they got on him so fast. I mean, I know obviously, he's ex-con, ex-felon, but I mean, it was quick. So no police. Okay. No city police. I gotcha. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure. I was trying to think if I ever lived in a town that small, but I haven't. Close. So it says Austin Drummond is 5'10" and weighs 190 and has brown hair, blue eyes, and a goatee. Well, he did at one point. If you guys ever want a really good chapstick, I like this. I like this Starface one actually at Target, but they have a better one. I'll have to think of the name of it. It's not at Target. Can't believe I can't remember the name of it. Okay. So we're going to go through the timeline here. So Austin Drummond, quadruple homicide. Case file, Austin Drummond, Tennessee. Or rather again. So on July 29th, authorities began investigating after someone abandoned an infant in a car seat outside a stranger's home near Old Highway 20 in the Dearrah area. The Dyer County Sheriff's Office said a dark-colored minivan or white midsize SUV dropped off the infant around 3:11 p.m. Let's see if I can make. Oh, that's just me now. That's me too. I must have switched the settings a little bit. Sorry, guys. It says a witness saw the baby and called 911. Emergency crews responded and evaluated the baby. It was 116 degrees that day. I could not eat in Tennessee heat. Okay? Is anybody even? Well, we got issue. Okay, so Tennessee heat, is that like humidity galore? Like just humidity? Like you guys have a lot of humidity there, or is it dry? I don't see it being dry. So that just like that sun just baking on a baby. I mean, whether it's dry air or not, but I just feel like 116 degrees when it's dry air, it's a lot better to breathe. It's a lot better. It's bad. Yeah, I couldn't do it. We have bad humidity in Ohio. I feel like it would be way worse down there. So that's just terribly sad. But it says that emergency crews responded. They evaluated the baby, who appeared to be safe. The infant was later identified. And remember in the beginning, I don't know how true this was. So the baby was dropped off in someone's in someone's yard, right? Well, we had heard that Austin had went down the road and I guess like caught someone's attention and told them that there was a baby in a yard like down the road. And then that's who discovered the baby. I only heard it like one or two places. And then after that, I didn't hear anything else about it. So I'm not sure if the people that actually owned the home found the baby or if it was, someone just driving by. It says the infant was later identified. Oh, wait, maybe this is where it is. When referring to the incident days later, authorities said they dropped off the child, seeming to imply that another person may have been with Drummond when the child was abandoned. Well, I wonder if that would be like considered tampering with evidence. I don't know. That would just be kidnapping, wouldn't it? Officials called leaving the infant in the yard a sign of compassion and said that they brought attention to the child before fleeing. That's what they did. So, okay. Authorities appealed to that compassion, hoping to convince Drummond to turn himself in. He ain't gonna turn himself in. That was his one gift of compassion. That was it. I mean, is that compassion? Right? I mean, dropping a baby off in someone's front yard and maybe you stop and you tell someone, right? Hey, hey, you don't tell them you did it, right? Because you don't want them to get your license plate or nothing. You just say, hey, there's a baby. I think I saw a baby in the yard down here. Right? Now it's up to that person to go and check to see if there really is a baby in the yard. What if they are not going past that house on their way home? Or they just think that person is just crazy. And there is no possible way. We wouldn't be looking at compassion. We would not be hearing that word. Authorities later determined the abandoned baby was connected to a crime scene in Lake County where 4 people were found dead. Court records for an alleged accomplice of Drummond later revealed that all 4 were found to have gunshot wounds. A district attorney has confirmed the identities of the 4 people found dead. Let me see, I don't know if they released the autopsies yet for them. I don't think. We'll find out. Where were we at? Okay. A district attorney later confirmed the identities of 4 people found dead. All were family members of a baby who was discovered abandoned in a car seat in a random person's front yard. I mean, if that's not a salacious story, I don't know what is, right? 7-month-old found in front yard. Parents dead 45 minutes away. Grandmother, uncle also. I mean, it's just... Whew. So it says authorities later determined the abandoned baby was connected to a crime scene, where the 4 people were found dead. Court records for an alleged accomplice of Drummond later revealed that all 4 were found to have gunshot wounds. A district attorney later confirmed the identities of 4 people found dead. All were family members of a baby who was discovered abandoned in a random person's front yard. District Attorney Danny Goodman Jr., who serves both Dyer County and Lake County, said those 4 people were the child's parents, 20-year-old Adrianna Williams and 21-year-old Matthew Wilson, the baby's maternal grandmother, 38-year-old Cortney Rose, and the child's maternal uncle, 15-year-old Braydon Williams. An in-law of the family later posted on social media saying that Drummond previously dated Rose's sister. So Courtney's sister. And then that's how we enter Caitlin. We get Caitlin. So the investigation timeline, and I'll show you a picture of her too. But the investigation timeline. Hey, everybody coming in. So Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. Let me see something. I wanted to see. So just over a week ago, okay. Tuesday, July 29th, 2025, 6:10 a.m. James Williams last contact with his mother. So that's pretty early to have contact with your mom. I mean, but maybe that was something that they did every day. Or maybe he was going to bring the baby to her house to babysit. I don't know. 3:10 p.m., a 7-month-old infant, and that's the peak of the day. 4 p.m. is the peak here in Ohio anyway, and I think it's the peak probably down there too. But it's like the peak of the day or whatever for how hot it's going to be. I don't know. Let me know since you guys are down from there. But yeah, and she's knocked up with the sun. Yeah. Can you just imagine that? I'd be sick. 3:11 p.m., the Dyer County Sheriff's Office received a call regarding a concerning incident on Old Highway 20 near the Tigrit area. Let's see what this is. Okay, let's just do that. Yeah, we're going to learn all about this case tonight. So this is at 5:10. And this is an update from July 29th. This is from the Dyer County Sheriff's Office, and this is their Facebook post. And it just says here, our investigators have identified the child, and they would like to speak with Cortney Rose, Matthew Wilson, and Adrianna Williams. Again, we are early in the investigation and pledge a full and thorough investigation. Please be patient and reserve judgment as we have established the facts. If you have any information as to their whereabouts, it says to call the Dyer County Sheriff's Office. Thank you for your overwhelming support and help. And then it just comes down here and it says, at approximately 3:11 p.m. today, the Dyer County Sheriff's Office received a call regarding a concerning incident on Old Highway 20 near the Tigrit area. That sounds like one of those roads that are 55 miles and that's what you're supposed to go, but you go faster. Old Highway 20, that's what it sounds like. A dark colored minivan or white midsize SUV was reported to have dropped off an infant in a car seat at a random individual's front yard. Thankfully, a witness saw the car seat with the child and called 911. Okay, so we know it's not a dark colored minivan because nobody has a dark colored minivan. But you know what we are missing That white Nissan Rogue. That could be like a light colored SUV or a white, it says a white midsize SUV. So it says, thankfully a witness saw the car seat. Hold on. Now see, this says something different. Because this says a dark colored minivan or white midsize SUV was reported to have dropped off an infant in a car seat at a random individual's front yard. Thankfully, a witness saw the car seat with the child and called 911. What would make you, okay. If let's say this road is one of those that you go 55 down, right? Where did he sit that baby in the yard to where somebody going that fast? Let's just say they're going 45. That's pretty quick past someone's house. To catch a baby in a car seat and then to have enough time to not see a parent around. You know what I mean? Like, I think that he probably stopped and told them. So the Dyer County Sheriff's Office, in cooperation with the Crockett County Sheriff's Office and the state Tennessee Highway Patrol, is actively investigating this situation. Currently, details are very limited as we are in the early stages of this investigation. Medical Center, EMS, and Crockett County Ambulance were called to evaluate the child. It says, this is a picture just taken of the child in the arms of a loving paramedic. Oh. Look at how long her little eyelashes are. She looks like she's okay. Her little neck looks like it's red, though. Do you see that? Like, has like red bumps. I don't know if that's from the sun or what. That's sad. Okay, let's go back over here. So Wednesday. Okay, I want to make sure we're okay. Where are we at? I think we're at 10:30. 4 victims were discovered dead along Carrington Road in Tiptonville, Lake County. A joint investigation between Dyer and Lake County office is initiated. TBI and FBI are called in. I think this is like another. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much the same. They pretty much said the same. So Wednesday, July 30th, the day after, victims are officially identified. James M. Wilson, Adrianna Williams, Cortney Rose, Braydon Williams, confirming familial ties to the baby and the parents, the grandmother, and the uncle. That's sad. Thursday, July 31st, 2025, TBI names Austin Robert Drummond, 28, as the suspect. Officials note his previous relationship with the victims. Investigation intensifies. TBI agents obtain warrants for Austin Robert Drummond. Date of birth, 8/31/96. Couldn't even stay out for your birthday. Charging him with 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, 4 counts of felony in possession of a firearm, and 1 count of possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. So that's a lot. At this time, Drummond remains at large. This was at, July 31st, and he should be armed and dangerous. So that's when they put out his description, the Austin Robert Drummond. Let's see his aliases. Austin Drummond, Austin R. Drummond, and Robert Austin. Now, we know he's got more aliases than that if he's in the Vice Lords. I want to know his street name. It says date of birth, August 3rd or August 31st. So I think we're going to say August 31st. Place of birth, Rhode Island. He's 5'10", 200 pounds. Blue hair, or blue eyes, blonde hair, or brown hair, sorry. Blue eyes, brown hair. Austin Robert Drummond is wanted by the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation on 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, 4 counts of unlawful possession of a weapon, and 1 count of possession of a firearm during a dangerous felony. Austin Robert Drummond should be considered armed and dangerous. Austin Robert Drummond has been added to the TBI's most wanted list. Reward of up to $2,500 is being offered for information leading to his arrest. And I want to know if our dude got it. I want to know. I'm going to ask. Fernando. If Fernando ain't getting it, then I don't like America no more. Just kidding. Just kidding. I said I don't like America no more. Because Fernando put in the hard work right there. Even though he says he's like, I didn't do nothing but call. Is it Ricardo or oh, maybe I'm saying it wrong. Ricardo? They're going to split it up? Okay. Who's sharing it? Sharing it with who? Is he going to share with his people, like his workers? I bet that's what it is. Look at that. Other workers, all good. We knew he was a good guy. Shout out to him. Because it went up to like 32,000 or something. So then on Friday, they combined the reward and it was 15,000. So then Saturday, August the 2nd, 2 vehicles tied to the case were found. The previously mentioned Audi, which was Drummond's car, and a 1988 white Ford pickup with a red stripe in Dyer County. And that was James Matthews' car. So then we're going to go to where am I at? Okay, there we go. We're going to go down a little bit. So I want to see what the source is, but it says investigation reveals that Drummond's associate, Giovonte Thomas, date of birth of 3/24/96, assisted Drummond. Now, do you remember in the beginning of this case, we were hearing like the name, I want to get to my notes so I don't like mess it up. Brandon Powell. Well, we're going to hear about him and his connection to, Austin tonight. And it just says here that when I, click the source before the reward was raised, it just says update investigator searching for Austin Drummond. I'll show you the white pickup. This is like the worst picture ever. Have been wanting to locate this 1988 white Ford pickup with a red stripe. The truck has been located near Burnt Mill Road in Dyer County. We are now asking anyone in the area with cameras to review your footage from Tuesday morning to see if you spot Drummond or this truck. Investigation revealed that Drummond's associate, Giovonte Thomas, assisted Drummond. Saturday, agents obtained warrants charging Thomas with accessory after the fact to first-degree murder. Thomas was already being held in the Madison County Jail on an unrelated charge for failure to appear. He was transferred to the Lake County Jail to be arraigned on the new charge. You couldn't even have unrelated charge for failure to appear. And then we have the next person. I know I'm going to say their name wrong, but Tanaka Brown, 29, and Giovonte Thomas, 29, are arrested in Jackson and charged with accessory after the fact. Brown also faces evidence tampering charges. Reward is raised to $17,500. And then we go to August the 3rd, which was Sunday, 11:20 p.m. A confirmed sighting of Drummond is captured on a residence surveillance camera in the 700 block of Pipkin Road, Jackson. He was seen wearing full camouflage, carrying a brown backpack, and armed with a black rifle. Law enforcement request video from nearby areas: Pipkin Road, Pleasant Plains Road, Oil Well Road, Country Club Lane. So that Country Club Lane, that sounds like a fancy place to live. And then we go to Monday, August the 4th. So that wasn't that the Sunday that we saw him on video? Yeah. Hold on. I think so. I don't know if that's the one outside of the church, but there were a couple of them, I think. They did bust all kinds of friends. Yeah, Nicole. They weren't messing around. Yeah. So, and then we come up to Monday, August the 4th. Dearrah, I know I'm saying her name wrong, probably Dearrah. It's probably Dearrah. Dearrah Sanders, 23. Hasn't even started life yet. Is arrested and charged with accessory after the fact of first-degree murder in relation to Drummond's evasion efforts. So she was trying to help him evade. Maybe give him money. Maybe set him up with vehicles. Maybe change of clothes. Maybe that gun he had. I don't know, all those things. Federal complaint filed by U.S. Marshal indicates Drummond may have crossed state lines. Manhunt widened nationally. Okay, let me let this ship here. Hello. Wait, you're not up. Hold on a second. I forgot I did this wrong. Okay.
Hey.
I always forget I never have people up, so I never have a second thing up there.
No, keep reading. There's something about Brandon Powell it's pretty funny, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll mute for a minute.
Okay. I was gonna say, you can go ahead and say it if you want.
So Brandon Powell is known as Fat Fox the God on Facebook. And he was like, he was like on his Facebook thing going, I mean, I can't say exactly what he was saying, but he was just like, oh, my mama, I wouldn't turn into a white boy. He was the toughest white boy I ever knew. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. He kept saying he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, then his apartment had already been raided, and they had taken his electronics and things.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, so when Brandon was arrested, remember with the drones, that was back in 2024.
Uh-huh.
In the trunk of his car, because he was heading to Lake County.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, Austin's still in jail. So when they arrest him, that was what his charges were for. But
Oh, yeah.
he outed himself by getting on there like an idiot on Facebook. And then that's when he was arrested. I think that's Saturday night. They came back and got him.
Oh, he's not smart.
No, he's not. But
Yeah.
looking at him and watching him, and he was like saying, "Cooking with Big Daddy," and I was like, "What in the world is wrong?"
Maybe I saw one video of one of them. It might have been him.
It was him.
It was him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. But it's just a lot to follow. But no, he was a clown. So, but I found it amazing. Well, I don't want to mess you up though.
Oh no, you're fine.
Well, he's got a car business. I don't know what kind of car business it is, but he's got some sort of car business. So when he was there and the judge was talking to him and he was saying, yeah, I can probably pay my $75,000 bond. I want to know why it's so high. But then he also can hire an attorney. It's because they all are doing drug money.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was like, well, I think, he's like, I think I can maybe get bailed out today or something. And I was just like, is your mama going to put up her house?
$75,000? Nah. Nope. It's all it's all them and their drug stuff.
Man.
I know it's sad. It's sad.
It's crazy down there. It's crazy down there in Tennessee.
It's a little wild. All right,
it's like the Wild West. Okay.
It's something.
So then they just increased the reward again from 30,000 to 32,500. And then at 11 a.m., it says another possible sighting of Drummond had been reported. The Tennessee Highway Patrol, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and the Jackson Police have been staged for further investigation, searching the area around Pleasant Plains Road, Oil Well Road, and Country Club Lane, behind Cherry Grove Apartments. That's where the nice houses were, wasn't it?
Yes, and that
where
was
they
one
found
thing.
them.
That was one thing I wanted to tell you too. I'm sorry. I didn't know that the owner of that home that was on 9 acres, that he's staying up in their pool house,
that pool house was so nice.
I never knew he even encountered him. He did. He pointed his gun at him, the owner,
Yeah.
and the owner took off. I didn't know that. I
I
missed
thought
that
it was
sometimes.
I thought it was someone that just came to clean the pool or something.
No, and that
Oh.
guy took off running, and he won't even show his face. Like
Yeah, he won't.
he won't show his face. I felt sorry for him. So when they were saying that they're going to divide up the money, I think that's why, too. I don't think it's just because he called 911 too.
Yeah.
You know,
That is
everybody will get a little bit of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be more, but
It
whatever.
should be, but I'm glad that they are, going to give it out.
Me too, because I'd be mad if they didn't.
I mean, and
Keep
that
people
guy
from calling.
that guy got a freaking like pistol, and I think he had a pistol and like a long gun with him at that point or something.
Yeah,
He said he
and then
got one, and they like pointed it at him. I would have ran too.
when they arrested him, he had no weapons.
Wonder where they went.
I don't know. I hope this does not go in a bad way,
Yeah,
because you know how horrible he is.
I wonder if he had someone come and pick him up.
I don't know. Maybe so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's too many connections with all these folks. That's why that girl was arrested that morning.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of connections
There
there.
is a lot, and they had her down like as something else. Like they had her down the same charges, but it was like
It was like an accomplice after the fact, right?
yeah. And then it was like I thought they said something else too. Maybe not.
Not tampering with evidence, though. It was just like
No,
a
that was
accomplice after the
Brown.
fact. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tanaka.
Yeah, the way they I don't know, the way they worded it. I'll have to find it again, but it was just like, I don't know. It wasn't the way they worded the other ones, but it was like she
did something.
Yeah.
She knew something or did
There we go.
something.
So she's arrested. Okay, here we go. In relation to evasion. So evasion, like they didn't say like, accessory to murder after the fact and just leave it at that. They put in Drummond's evasion. So I'm wondering, like,
Oh,
like she was helping him with like
she
maybe
helped
money,
moving him around or something.
or moving him around, yeah, or like or like putting different bags down in different locations so he could change or do what he wanted to do.
Because he sure had different clothes on that next morning, didn't he?
Yeah, we had that whole camo on.
Oh yeah, but
And
then
then
the next day he's dressed in black.
Yeah, when they picked him up, he had on a different outfit too.
I'm like, where'd your clothes go,
He
bro?
was not going without.
No, he was not.
Apparently not. I mean, you know what I mean? Like he's just hanging around a church.
But he dropped that car off right down the street from his dad's house. I mean, the
know.
guy was not. It was wild how he stayed in Jackson.
I mean,
I'm
surprised he was able to get in with a gang. I mean, normally gangs are dumb as hell, but they got a little bit of common sense to them. You know what I mean? This guy doesn't look like he fits that mode.
I don't
He
know.
just looks like he just fit into where he could get in.
And
he had that many jail years on him, and
well, he was like the commissary of the jail, and he knew how to get drones flying in and out. And then I don't know if it was him that would go get the drugs, but somebody would be distributing them in the jail, which then just tells you there's more corruption going on. How does that idiot be on his Facebook with his 2 phones, and you can't the guards and stuff they're not held responsible for some of that mess?
Yeah, they're like when they reached out for a statement, they said, well, anybody that gets caught with contraband will get in trouble. Well,
okay.
Well, he didn't get in trouble.
Nope.
He freaking was in there having they were having like a full-on party.
He was drinking liquor.
Like it was like they were in college.
Yeah.
That was like a dorm room.
It kind of was. He had a Roku, PlayStation, Switch.
Like, would your parents send you off to college with? I mean, I didn't even get a Nintendo Switch when I went off to college.
Well,
shoot, now I'm upset about that.
Well, let's not get mad. We just it's so bad though. It's so bad.
It is crazy. When was that date that they actually they confirmed? Okay, so it was this Monday, August the 4th is when they confirmed and they saw them.
Yes.
It says, please exercise extra caution as you come and go from your homes. Oh, okay. Drummond is believed to be in the area. Ensure all, doors, garages, sheds, and outbuildings are securely locked. I would be so nervous, especially in those beautiful homes, like, where the pool house was. I don't know. I know that they probably have extra security, but I would still be so nervous.
Well, they
Because
must
it's such a
not,
big
because he was
space.
there.
Yeah, I
He
know.
was
It's like
there
such a
hanging out in
it's
their
a
pool
large
house.
space. Yeah.
Yep.
And like the closet.
I know.
Like he had himself a little mattress and everything.
Yep, he had
It was
it. I
literally
mean,
like the one he had in jail.
he's resourceful. He used
They
their
all
stuff
are.
on his
They are
bed.
very resourceful. They will sleep in a cubby hole
Mm-mm-mm.
if they have to.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
That's
interrupt
okay.
you.
I was just seeing where we were. It just says here that 6:57, police release an update on confirmed sighting of suspect Austin Drummond, and was captured on a citizen's camera. That's probably who that was. I should see if I can find the picture. I think I have it up. Let me see if I can find that picture of where he was standing, 'cause I couldn't even believe it.
Well, and that
Myself.
lady, remember the lady that was walking and she was like, we caught him on our Ring camera and my husband was leaving for work literally at the same time that he was going by. Like they could have encountered each other.
Yeah.
The woman that was walking that they
Yeah.
interviewed.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
had her like little backpack on or something.
Yeah.
It was either weights or like extra fluids or something, but it was a video. So I guess this person, because he's not on camera, but it says Fox 13 takes you inside the pool house where suspected mass murderer Austin Drummond hid from police. Like, I mean, I could see someone hide in there. I'll play this really quick. Let me share the tab with you guys. Actually, let me do that. That way it's a little. Okay, there we go.
Came up to the pool.
Here, let me go back.
As I came up to the pool house, I sensed something was off, and that's when I encountered the suspect.
New tonight, a story you'll see only on Fox 13. We hear from the man who found an accused.
I live there. Sign me up.
I live in the pool house.
That's what I mean. The pool house. I'm talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the pool house. The pool house is beautiful. It just looks like it's a place to go. So maybe that's what yeah. I mean, shit, I don't know. Maybe he thought, I'm going to go in this nice house if I'm going back to jail. Hell if I know, but you would think that this would be the last place that he would go and hide. I don't see him doing it.
He has a lot of balls, is all I can say.
He does.
Mass murderer in his hiding place. And Fox 13 will take you inside. Thank you for being with us at 5. I'm Dearrah Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas. Austin Drummond is due in court tomorrow morning to face 4 counts of murder and other charges. But tonight, Fox 13 takes you exclusively inside of the pool house where the accused killer hid during this week-long search.
Fox 13's Martin Staunton is live in Jackson, Tennessee again tonight. Martin, you talked to the man who takes care of that property, and he says he's the one who found Drummond.
Daryl, that man tells Fox 13 that he was just following his morning routine when he went to the pool house. It's located on a 9-acre estate on this road in an upscale neighborhood in Jackson. And that man says that's when he found himself face to face with Austin Drummond.
Came out from the inside of the pool house where he had apparently been hiding out, and had either a rifle or a shotgun, and he pointed that at me. He yelled and pointed that at me.
Due to Drummond's alleged gang affiliation, this man asked us not to show his face or share his name, but he is sharing what happened as he stared down the barrel of a rifle Tuesday morning with an accused murderer's finger on the trigger.
He ran toward me at first, which really made me take off. And he had the gun, so I felt like I could get, away from him if he didn't shoot. But I ran through the woods into the middle of Pleasant Plains and flagged someone down, and used their emergency phone to call 911 from there.
He says before finding Drummond, he was aware of the manhunt and just how dangerous investigators say Drummond is. He says he thanks God he lived to tell the story.
I do feel blessed. Very blessed is the word that I can, because he could have easily, he had two guns right there loaded. I just, he and I back here, he could have killed me. And I can't thank God enough for making it.
He adds, there's a singular sense of dignity he will now carry, knowing he helped in the capture of a man accused of the murders of 4 people.
I feel super blessed myself from surviving that, but my heart goes out to the families that are all, it's a terrible, tragic thing, and I'm so glad for the people that got him into custody.
I'm telling y'all are nice down there in Tennessee, the way you guys talk. And the
Well,
way you
I
treat
was
people.
wrong. That was somebody that worked for the family. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I had
that's
that wrong.
okay. No, but because that's what I thought I heard earlier, but I was like, maybe I was wrong. But yeah, so look at, this is the guy though. It's like, that's the guy that's like, caused all of this havoc. And where's Kristen? Have you heard anything about her?
You mean Caitlin?
Caitlin, whatever her name is. Caitlin. I think I called her Kristen twice today now.
I don't know
That's her
where
new
she
name.
is. Oh, baby girl, he was in the woods because Austin was chasing after him. Like he ran after him after he pointed the gun. So he ran and went in the woods.
Yeah, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that, and then this was
He's
the guy,
fortunate.
Drummond was in the woods too, hiding.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to elude capture, but he's on a walkway. Like,
I
these
know.
aren't like deep woods.
Well, it was like a walkway through deep woods, but he just stood out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. Well, I
I'm
mean, look
glad he
at him.
did, though. I'm glad he did, though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure in that area too,
Mm-hmm.
that area, they probably know their own.
Yeah.
They're like, he don't belong here.
Yeah.
We could go over to the first court appearance. So I'm trying to get, okay. So the person that's on, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Because there's 4 suspects. Well, I mean, not 4, there's 5 altogether. But was Brandon Powell the one that was just in there for the drug distribution with him? Or is he charged with both? Because I thought he was charged with both.
I don't know. It was hard to hear when he was like, the judge was talking to him.
Yeah.
And I know the judge was like, this is all the charges he has. And he asked, like, he wanted to make sure that he wasn't involved with the actual, like, murders.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't think he was involved in that part. I think he wanted to really understand, like, what his involvement actually was.
Yeah.
But I think they're all ratting on each other, honestly.
I feel like that too. I feel like maybe the girl started. And maybe that's how they caught up with him, maybe.
Well,
like
cooking
maybe
with Big Daddy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Maybe she was like, I don't know. You know what I
That
mean?
could
Like
have been the
maybe
girl that was in the video behind Cooking with Big Daddy that was giving everybody the finger. That could have been that girl that they
that could have
arrested.
that could have been her.
Mhm.
Maybe she does. Maybe she's trying to save him.
Possibly.
I don't know. You know how girls will go to the ends of the earth. Take
Not
me
for
instead.
Fat Fox the God.
I'm wondering if Caitlin didn't start all this. Like if she wasn't the one to point at Drummond.
I'm sure she's got way more involvement. I know she lived at that apartment complex, but I don't know. Like, when you get yourself involved in stupid situations like this, I mean, just like her being a corrections officer and then sleeping with this dude and bringing him contraband, and then you lose your job, and then, you're running with this person and you bring them into your family.
Yeah.
I mean, you win really stupid prizes. So then you put yourself into a weird place. Now, see, she started saying immediately after all this happened, they weren't together anymore. But there were just pictures of them together.
They were just having baby shower pictures taken.
Yes.
Or whatever it was,
And
baby pictures.
allegedly, they were off in Gatlinburg, which is why they had the rental car a week before this happened. And supposedly they got married, but no one can really find those.
Oh yeah, I thought I heard something about that actually.
Mm-hmm.
Something about them getting me.
But they said it was premeditated.
Yeah, that's why they're going for the death penalty. Probably.
Mm-hmm. So
I wonder what they know that we don't. I mean, they know so much, I'm sure. I just want to know, like, exactly what they have. I do have the actual documents though. So I could always come back up to that. Like they this is like the one from when he was younger. I think these are all, this is 2016, 2015. I was gonna look for the ones for this year. So this one's from 2020, 2023, 2025. This is the agreed order for bond. Oh yeah, he didn't get no bond. That's probably
no, they have to give him bond.
Oh, do they in your state? They do.
That's what that what is that? Oh, that attorney's name. I can't think of his name because they said that they have to. And the reason why he had to plead guilty is because he didn't have an attorney with him today, or when they had his little sentencing thing the other day.
They didn't let him put in a waiver or his plea after he got an attorney.
Well, he didn't have one, so they said the judge had to put in a no guilty plea.
Oh, a not guilty plea.
Yeah, because he
I
doesn't
thought you
have
said guilty for some reason.
Oh, no, I may be breaking up. I'm sorry if I am.
No, that's okay. I was like, oh man, they made him do that. Okay,
No,
so this is
no.
this is for Austin, and it just says here, bond source approval. The court hereby approves Adrianna Drummond, defendant's mother, as the source of the defendant's bond in this case. Oh, no way. Is she going to put is this from now? No, this is February 26, 2025.
Right.
Why is that marked on that day? So she put out the bond for the first one?
Yeah. When they let him out, the way I understood it, and I thought it was a court date in December, for him trying to unalive that person in prison.
Yeah.
They had to let him out because he had served his time for the crime he committed, which was 10 years. But then he had to go back to a hearing. They made his bond. They may have used their home, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because he was out on bond and then he committed another felony. Bye house.
Yep. Yeah. It's wild.
Because that's what parents will do for their kids.
I can't imagine
Don't do that for your kids ever.
Especially when they were saying that this man should never be let out in society. Like, he's not capable of it,
He obviously is not. I mean, he hasn't even been out a year.
Nope.
Oh, I guess I wasn't even sharing this tab with you guys. This is the document, but yeah, it just says the 75,000 subject to the conditions previously set forth by the court. Oh, compliance with law. The parties have agreed, and the court hereby orders that all actions taken in the postings of the bond shall be in compliance with the laws of Tennessee. Okay. Doesn't really say, like, if he messes up, it gets taken away. But that's exactly what happens when in these cases. Oh, feel bad for his parents. Not really, though. I mean, I do feel bad for his parents, but then it's like, how much? Well, I guess he really. I mean, he did do some stuff before he got caught with the for the 10 years.
Oh yeah, he had 27 counts while he was in
prison. So it's like, I mean, when you got a bad seed, you got a bad seed.
Well, and he was on drugs when he was like 15. He didn't graduate high school, and that's when he went and robbed the store. I mean, he just I don't know.
And then he said it was a BB gun.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I'm like,
but he also said he was blacked out on Xanax. Xanax doesn't make you black out.
No, not unless you're like drinking on them or something. Yeah. Like they can if you drink on them.
Well, I think he said he was drinking. I think he did say he was drinking. He was doing the Mary J. Wanna. Yep.
Oh, then yeah, he could have blacked out and not known the whole night. Oh my goodness! And could you imagine doing something so stupid, like doing something stupid like drugs when you're not prescribed them, but then going out and doing something that you don't even remember that you did?
But even later that day, he ended up one of his friends picked him up and they held somebody else at gunpoint.
Oh, I
and
didn't hear
made
about
them
that
go
one.
to the then they made
Oh,
that
yeah, they
guy
made
go
him
to
go
the
to the
ATM machine.
ATMs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Wow, man, they're just doing all the things.
He's doing all
So
the things.
this is his indictment for the meth, and it says 300 grams or more. Oh my God, how what does that look like?
I don't know.
What does 300 grams? God, don't get a hold of my computer.
Yeah. I know.
Like, cops get a hold of my computer, they're gonna be like, "What are you doing over there?" So I want to see a picture, like an image. We need an image. Okay.
300.
Well, these are too many. It says this is nearly 300 pounds of meth. There is no. Where are you hiding all that?
Mm.
In a prison.
Mm.
Like that's as
I'm
big as
saying.
that's as big as your whole pod. I mean, that's as big as your whole like bedroom part to your pod, like your cell. That's a little
That's why
insanity.
that whole prison needs to be looked into.
Yeah, they should probably clean house.
But you said grams, right? Not pounds.
Oh, is this what that says? Pounds? Oh, I did put.
No,
in
I
pounds,
don't think it
think.
says. Doesn't it
No,
say
yeah, it
grams?
says pounds. So
Oh,
I'm
it says
glad you said
pounds?
something because I'm like, dang, that's a lot of it.
Well, pounds is a lot too.
I thought I put 300 grams.
That's what I thought you
Yeah.
said.
Let's see.
I don't know. It's wild to me.
Let's see what the images show. It shows that same image. Look at them trying to be crazy. It's look at all like when I put it in, there's like so many different ones. There's this one, there's that one, there's this one.
Well, we get the idea.
You get the idea. It's a lot. It's a lot to have in your cell.
Mm-hmm.
Like just as I mean, in a prison. Because they toss those cells. I mean, I guess not there. When was the last time? I mean,
They didn't toss his many times.
maybe they just put everything back where they found it, you know? They're like, we're not going to even do that to him because he is just, you know, the best inmate we have out there, right? You know, he's not out there doing nothing crazy like manufacturing and distributing and having a pistol with him and trying to unalive somebody. You know, he's a stand-up guy.
That's why I mean the guards were probably they're all in on it. I mean, these people are making tons of money.
Oh, I know they are because oh yeah. I remember when my brother was a corrections officer. Oh my goodness. This was years ago. This was my nephew's 22. So 21 years ago, 22 years ago. Like my nephew was just a baby when this happened. And I remember my brother was working at a prison. It's the toughest prison in Ohio, too. It's like one of the toughest ones. And my brother's not a tough guy. Love him to pieces, but he's like he's a country boy. I don't know. He's just very polite, very sweet. But he would always, and he would just always come and tell me like his stories. And he's like, I had to ask the guy to give me my pen back today. You know, I had to tell him they count my pens or like, you know, he just made that up. But he's like, but that's what I told him so I could get my pen back without any like confrontation or anything, you know? And so I think they saw my brother maybe as probably like weak or maybe they asked everybody, but they were offering my brother, they were like, if you sneak us in some drugs, and it was weed. My brother's like, what are you talking about? I want to know the prices. What are you talking about over here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because he was new to the prison system. He wanted to like kind of get in good with them. How much do you pay? And I think they said that it was like $600 for like what would be like $30 on the outside.
Right.
And
it's
so
a lot
that's
more expensive in prison. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's like the allure to some of these, you know, unfortunately to some of these, you know, guys is because they don't get paid a lot salary. And they think, oh, maybe I'll do it this once or this twice. And then all of a sudden they're in the vice lords.
Well,
You
I
know?
think that like, you know, people have a reason for going into corrections. I get surprised though how nice Austin talks. Like he says, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I mean, he
Yep.
doesn't talk like a thug.
All of them today. The judge and everyone included. I was like, these people are so nice. Like even the other guy,
Yeah.
he was like, yes, sir. You know,
Fat Fox the
ve-
God.
yeah,
No, I'm
very
gonna keep his
nice.
name, Brendan Powell.
They're
Yeah.
they're smart. They know.
They know.
They
But
know
I'm
to
just
say,
saying, you would think their lingo
but
would change,
you
and
would
it
think,
didn't.
yeah, you would think that they wouldn't sound the way that they do either. I don't know if everyone in the chat got to see him or not, see it or not, but I could play the.
Well, now that Facebook, he talked totally gangster. He didn't talk like that. Brendan Powell.
Oh yeah, no, Brandon. This is his soft teddy bear side.
It was.
You
He's
know?
smart. They're smart.
Yeah, they are. We'll go. We'll do Austin first. Let's see right when they get him into court. Because this was one.
They're partying. Oh my gosh, I can't do this.
They're just in their party.
Okay. Mr. Drummond, we are here this morning to arraign you on these charges. It's my responsibility to notify you of them and what you were charged with. First charge this morning that you have before the court is one count of first-degree murder. It's alleged that on 29th of July, Mr. Braydon Williams was located deceased from apparent gunshot wounds on Carrington Road in Tiptonville in Lake County, Tennessee. During the course of the investigation, it was determined that Mr. Drummond did with premeditation knowingly and intentionally kill Mr. Braydon Keith Williams with the use of a firearm. It's alleged he did commit this offense also while being in possession of a firearm after being convicted of a felony, being aggravated robbery in Madison County, Tennessee. He has one count, therefore, of first-degree murder and unlawful possession of a firearm. Second charge.
I ain't never seen them put someone in a cell block, like a cell room like that before, really, without a table or anything. They just got him front row and center.
Charge you have, sir, is first-degree murder and one other count of unlawful possession of a firearm. It's alleged during the course of investigation that a James Wilson was located deceased from apparent gunshot wounds in Lake County, Tennessee on Carrington Road. It was determined that you with premeditation knowingly and intentionally killed Mr. Wilson with the use of a firearm. It's also alleged, based on the same facts or circumstances, that you are a convicted felon out of Madison County. In addition to that, sir, you also have one count of first-degree murder and unlawful possession of a weapon. It's alleged that you, during the course of investigation, officers determined that Mr. Drummond, with premeditation, knowingly and intentionally killed Miss Adrianna Williams in Lake County, Tennessee, on Carrington Road. She was discovered from an apparent gunshot wound, deceased. In addition to that, he also is a convicted felon out of Madison County, Tennessee. You also, sir, have one count of first-degree murder and additional unlawful possession of a weapon. It's alleged during the course of the investigation, officers determined that you did with premeditation knowingly, intentionally kill Miss Cortney Rose with the use of a firearm. She was discovered deceased from apparent gunshot wounds on Carrington Road in Lake County, Tennessee. It's alleged, in addition to that, sir, as previously stated, you are a convicted felon allegedly from the county of Madison in Tennessee. Ms. Jessica,
So if him and his girlfriend, like let's say they're doing okay, what would be the motive to kill her family?
I don't know.
Like, because if it was drugs, wouldn't the sister be included in that? Like, wouldn't Caitlin be included?
Well, we don't know what, I mean, we don't know what she was doing or involved with it. You know, she has a lot of info on these people, the vice lords, because she's dating this guy now, and now she's having his kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could have just been them just being like, look, we don't trust this family, and they're too involved, or you're too involved with them, or whatever, and this is what you need to do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe she tried to break up with him. I don't know. I don't think she tried to break up with him. I know people say that, but I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it either. It's like he wanted to, like maybe what you said, like maybe they didn't trust the family.
Yeah,
see what her dedication, her loyalty would be.
Well, I mean, and even you've got, look, the 15-year-old, I don't know why he's driving around with a black Dodge Charger with blacked out windows. And I mean, I don't know if they were all involved.
Yeah.
you'd hate to think that, but I know the mom. I mean, she's got two or not the mom, but the grandmother. It's so hard. She's 38. I'm like, it's hard to
Yeah,
call her grandmother.
I
But
know.
she has two exes in prison. I
Yeah.
mean, she's got two younger kids.
Yeah,
So
and it's so weird to have the 15-year-old with her.
I know.
Like,
That's sad. I just
wonder
feel
how we
like they
got them
got
all.
uneasy about it. I just feel like they got uneasy about the whole situation. And that's what happened. But that's just speculation. I don't know.
Well, I hope more comes out of trial so we know, like, I want to know how, like, what happened. I
Oh,
want to
me
know what
too.
happened when they met that day. I want to know what was said, who was all there,
I
who
still
came
think he had the
first.
baby somehow. And I think Caitlin had to be with him. I think they had the baby. And I think they got the family out there.
That
Why
would
else
be
would
the
everybody
only
come
way.
out there in separate cars? Why would
Yeah,
everybody rush out there? Like,
right.
what would be the reason?
It would have to be something like an emergency,
Hmm.
especially if none of them trusted him, right?
But they
Let's
loved
just
him.
say.
They thought he
Yeah.
was great.
Oh, well, that's see
But
how that turned out.
But that's their life. I mean,
Yeah,
they don't. I mean, I think he charmed them, and that's their life. I
and
mean,
that's
not
what's
Adrianna, and not Matthew, the dad
yeah.
and the mom of the baby, per se. But no, I mean the grandmother. Yeah, I mean, even her mom was on drugs and stuff. I mean, she passed away not long ago.
Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you,
Mhm.
Cherie. The super sticker. Okay, I'll keep playing this. That's crazy.
Who is charged? I don't have the kidnapping.
Let's put this closed captioning on.
Sorry about that, Mr. Drummond. In addition to that, finally, he has one count of aggravated kidnapping and a possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony. It's alleged that all of the victims in the count in the case that previously were mentioned were located deceased from apparent gunshot wounds on the same date. A minor child with the date of birth 12/12/2024 with the initials WW was discovered left in the front of a residence in Dyer County, Tennessee. States that Mr. Drummond committed the offense of aggravated kidnapping by false imprisonment, which was committed to facilitate the commission of a felony or flight. It's alleged he committed this offense also possessing a firearm during the commission of said dangerous felony. When he possessed a firearm, he therefore has those counts. General Goodman, is the state moving forward with felony charges in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Drummond, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you at this time on your behalf, being that you did not have counsel appointed or retained to represent you. Are you going to be able to hire an attorney, sir, to represent you, or will you need me to ask you questions about your finances to appoint you an attorney?
I'm not going to be able to hire.
Okay. Sir, if you could, to the best of your ability, please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You put your hand down, sir. Mr. Drummond, prior to being taken in on these charges, sir, were you working anywhere?
I have a business, competitive run business, kids parties, restaurant shows, decorations, stuff like that.
So you were self-employed, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is what I'm going to ask you, sir. Obviously, that may vary depending on
Tanya,
how much.
hold on for a second. How do you get an LLC as a felon?
That's what I was wondering, and I was wondering if it was really an LLC. Did he say LLC?
That's what he said. I mean, I just wondered. I was like, how do you get one?
I wonder. I don't know. I'm not a felon, but I'm wondering if you can get one. Wonder if you could still get one.
And he was going to use reptiles, like with children.
That's is that what I was hearing? Right? Like he was going to be like a party place.
Like, yeah.
That's what I thought I heard. I was like trying to listen, and I was like,
Where there was
we
that
don't
weird
need you
picture
around
of
no
him with that
kids.
snake around his neck.
Yeah, that's true.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
And that looked like Sebastian's snake, the kind he had.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Oh,
It did look like that one. I wonder if he's like lying right here.
I think that's
You
the
know what I
way he
mean?
probably funneled money through, but I don't think he really did that. But when he said that, I was like, you're lying to the judge. Either you really don't have
He's
an
like,
LLC or
yeah.
you do.
I don't remember them ever asking me for like any documents, like showing that that I was in like clear standing with everybody or any, you know what I mean, like that. But like they do check. I mean, they do background checks, I'm sure.
Hmm.
They would have seen he just came out of prison, but I mean, he could have been like, "Hey, this is my life's work."
Well, Brendan has a job, an LLC too. He has a company of his own.
Oh gosh. Well, then that's probably how they're getting the money, bundling.
Mm-hmm.
Business you
Yeah.
generate monthly. If you could estimate for me what your monthly income would be
Oh,
from
what's
that
the monthly
business.
income?
It was in there, but it was around $46,000 a month.
Okay.
What did he say? I see 6,000 on the screen, but is that what he said?
I couldn't tell. That audio is really bad. Like
It
yours
is.
is better than what I have heard, but like it's still bad, and I couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah, it sounds like he said like 6. Well, that's what 6,000 is what the closed captioning picked up. Okay.
Right.
It's gives a lot of it. I was just starting up a lot of the money to run right back in to invest in it.
When did you start the business, sir?
I started LLC in February. I believe I started operations just a month or two ago.
Just a month or two ago? Okay. Sir, let me ask you, do you own a home?
He started this company a month or two ago, and he's already revenuing 6,000 a month.
So he
Shut the
said,
front door. Shut the
that's
front
called
door.
droning. That's called droning drugs over into that prison.
Yeah, that's what that's called. He said, I'm just out here helping the kids with the reptiles.
A reptile.
You own a vehicle? I'm sorry?
I do in cities right now.
Okay. Can you tell me the make and model of the vehicle, sir?
And having a crew
Okay. You recall how much you paid for that vehicle?
$12,000.
Okay. Are you still, are you making payments on the vehicle?
No, sir.
Do you have a checking or savings account, sir?
Yes.
Do you know roughly at this moment how much is in that checking or savings account?
$1,200.
It sounds
But he
like he
makes
says
$6,000 a month.
$1,200. It sounds like he says $1,200. Is that not
Oh,
what he says? Is that not what he says in his bank account?
maybe he does say 1,200. Yeah, leave her alone.
But he paid cash for his car.
But he paid cash for the car.
His
I don't
$12,000
get it.
car.
I don't get it.
Gerald, I think due to the sort of uncertainty of his business, I think that based on that and the fact he doesn't own much personal property, I think he does qualify as indigent for appointment of counsel. I have reached out previously to Mr. Brian Huffman out of Covington, and he has told me he is willing to take the appointment in this case. So what I'm going to do is appoint Mr. Brian Huffman to represent Mr. Drummond in this case. Mr. Drummond, Mr. Brian Huffman is an attorney in Covington, Tennessee. He is going to be appointed in this case to represent you, sir. We're going to get his contact information to you, and also we're going to get his information for where to look, for where to contact him and locate him and be able to discuss your case with him. We'll be happy to get that to you, and we're going to send you his files and we're going to send your files to his office for him to review that. Okay, Gerald, does this state wish to be heard on bond at this time?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, at this time, the state intends to seek the death penalty. This is a capital case. We're asking that he be held without bond. In addition to that, he has a bond out of circuit court. We have filed motions to revoke those bonds that will be heard later in the month of August in circuit court.
Mr. Drummond, what I'm going to do before I make a position on bond, I'm going to ask you some questions, sir. And if this information is not correct, sir, please just tell me if it is not, okay?
This judge is so nice. The sirs and the sirs.
He is.
Can you still hear me okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 16 O'Neill Oakway, Apartment E in Jackson. Is that a good address for you, sir?
Jackson, Tennessee, 38101.
Okay. How long have you lived at that address, sir?
5400 or 16
I'll make it easier. How long have you lived in the city of Jackson?
Since I was released.
Night, Maga Mama.
Okay. Before you were incarcerated on your previous charge, where were you living at?
Of course, everything.
Okay, so for the majority of your life, have you lived in Jackson, Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any family in Lake County, Tennessee?
Awesome.
I'm not going to ask him questions about whether he's a prior convicted felon. I obviously don't want to incriminate himself for that purpose. Folks, in the state of Tennessee, bond is a guaranteed right, with the exception of one incident when it is a capital offense and when the proof is evident or is great. Based on the affidavits I've read here today, it does appear that for purposes of bond, in addition to not only what the statute says, but first and foremost, that it's the court's responsibility to take into consideration the safety posed to the community. The court finds that the defendant will be held without bond, and he'll be remanded into the custody of the Lake County Sheriff's Department, pending all appearances and hearings in this matter.
May I address one other issue?
Yes, sir.
The state is also requesting restraining orders, not just as a condition of bond, but as a restraining order besides that. And that would be for the family of victims, Cortney Rose, Adrianna Williams, Braydon Williams, and James.
Mr. Drummond, let me go over with you, sir, what the general has said.
I'm sorry, and also the minor child, WW, who was the minor child.
Yes, sir. I was going to include that, General, but I appreciate you mentioning that. Mr. Drummond, what I'm going to do is, this is something that obviously you do not have this in front of you at the moment. I'm going to be sending to you in a moment through one of our deputies to the jail. We're going to be sending you a form called Notice of Bond Conditions. What that's going to tell you is that you have bond conditions that you must follow. Obviously, if you are incarcerated, you will not be out on bond. But if you were to get granted bond at a later date, then these bond conditions would apply. But your bond conditions are you have no contact with any of the family members of the victims in this matter, the alleged victims in this matter, Ms. Cortney Rose, Ms. Adrianna Williams, Braydon Williams, and Matthew Wilson. In addition to that, sir, you cannot possess a firearm under any circumstances, and you cannot have any contact as well with the minor child that's alleged to be involved in this incident. The court is also going to put a condition down that you must keep in contact with your attorney, Mr. Brian Huffman. In addition to that, sir, the court is going to issue restraining orders separate from your bond conditions that state you must not have any contact with these victims at all throughout the entire cause of action.
Does that mean he can't have contact with Caitlin? Because
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that I'm wondering if this prosecutor is doing that on purpose, right? Like if he's saying like no contact with these victims, meaning like her too, like meaning so that they can't talk and try to make a story, or if she's really an actual like victim. Do you know what I mean? Like where she like needs help from them to like keep him away from her.
Correct.
I mean, because you never know, but I mean, the pictures, they do say a lot though. Those baby pictures, you know.
And her other child, the 4-year-old, I was like, ew.
Yeah. And all the different places they went, they just look so dang chummy.
Yeah.
I just don't see that, you know. Did you guys just break up yesterday or something? Because it seemed like you were together.
We're just going to send those over to you. You can be served a copy of those. I have not. I told Mr. Huffman I did not discuss the possibility. I wanted to wait until he's officially appointed. If your office would like for me to go ahead and set another appearance date before the preliminary hearing, I'm fine to do that, General. What's the state?
Yeah, we set the others for August 14th. We'd like to keep all this together and set that date if possible.
Okay. Mr. Drummond, I'm going to continue your case to August the 14th, sir, at 9 a.m. Mr. Huffman will be in contact with you prior to that to go over your case, and he will be able to hopefully answer any questions that he has for you, sir, okay, or that you have for him. I apologize. We will see you back here then, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As long as it's not related to the facts of your case or anything that could infringe on your Fifth Amendment rights, I'm fine with that, sir.
I'm just wondering, is now the time I need to ask her to look at speedy trial, or how's that look?
Well, now that I've appointed you counsel, any motions that will be filed will go through your attorney, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you hear what he asked him?
Huh?
Did you hear what he asked the judge?
Something about,
How can get a speedy trial? Because he
yeah.
wants to get a speedy one, so he don't want to be in the jail. He
No,
wants
he gonna be in there for a while.
prison. He wants to be in prison.
Yep. But he's
'Cause
gonna
it's-
be in there for a long time because this is a death penalty case now.
Well, jail's worse because they don't get out.
They don't
If
get to
you're
do
like-
anything.
No, you get out for maybe an hour.
You get an
24
hour.
hours. That's it. But prison, he wants to go back to that prison.
He wants to go to prison. Yeah, because he knows it's better in prison, for him.
I
Anyways.
thought that was a stupid question. But
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, the only reason why you'd want a speedy is if you know you're innocent. And we don't think well, you're not looking very innocent right now there, Austin, but maybe you'll change our mind.
I like his stripes. though.
Cases
What?
I like
The
his stripes. I think that's perfect.
I know, I do too. I like the stripes. Looks nice.
continue to August 14th at 9 o'clock. Thank you. We are going to also take up,
All right, so that is.
Yeah, that was all of that one. I just had it on I was using Court TV's feed there. So they did put out the General Sessions Court of Lake. This is from today. I'm trying to see when this was. I don't see a date. It says this date, but that's the date that happened. It just says on Tuesday, July 29th, Braydon Keith Williams, and that might be his birthday, Cortney Rose, Adrianna Williams, and James M. Wilson were all located deceased from apparent gunshot wounds on Carrington Road in Tiptonville, Lake County, Tennessee on July 30th. 2025, Austin Drummond was charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. During the course of the investigation, it was determined that Tanaka Brown did knowingly commit the offense of accessories after the fact by providing aid to Austin Drummond with the means of avoiding arrest. And then, where's the rest of it? Usually they tell you, what happened that day for it to,
Well, it's Tennessee.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
They
yeah, it
have-
is Tennessee. That's true.
they haven't been to, I don't know if the others have been to court. I mean, I know they went to court, but I don't know what's going on with the rest of these people. I've lost track with them.
Because the arrest affidavit should be out on all of them, or an affidavit of complaint. It's what it's called there. Because there's the Brown.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh. Tanaka Brown did knowingly commit the offense of tampering. Okay. Yeah. They're all talking.
they are, yeah. And then there's Dearrah. Accessory after the fact. They all got crazy
I-
names.
Oh, man.
And then that's just the press release. So, here's where he was staying. Look at that. He's got a fan and everything. Was that a speaker? He's got a speaker. He's got
Look,
some
he took
beers.
those people's stuff and he was like, I'm good. Well, that's beer from that, that pool house. He was like, this is great. I'm going to stay right here.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's better than what he had in prison.
I would
He's got the
freak
sidewalls and everything.
out if that guy was in my pool house, if I had a pool house. I'm just saying, but
Yeah.
I went to college up there. I told you that. Everybody up there is very nice and friendly. There's a lot of wealthy people over there. I wasn't one of them, but I can't imagine living and just going out. And this idiot was in my pool house.
Yeah. Just
And they
hanging
have
out.
little kids or grandchildren, one or the other, because you saw their toys. What if
Yeah,
they
you can
just
see
had
the
gone
toys.
out to the pool and he had been out there?
Yeah.
We've been blessed in a lot of ways, honestly.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this cop looks like he's about to hit him. He said, just give me a reason to hit you with the side of my fist. I don't know why he has the side of his fist like that.
I don't know know either. It was a funny picture though.
These guys are probably look at him. Got to take a picture of him. He was
Mm.
sweating.
He was sweating.
He must have been
And
running.
he's dirty and he's
Yeah.
nasty.
And he must have been running for dear life. And then they probably just caught him in 0 seconds.
Well, that guy, when he called, they said that he was arrested within 10 minutes.
Oh,
From the
Fernando,
phone
whatever his
call.
name is.
Yeah, they were there. But I
Yeah.
found that out on another channel. They said that they had him arrested, which I mean,
Wow.
Jackson is not a huge town.
Yeah.
So they were already zoning in on that area. And I know people were disappointed, like when, it looked like they were going to get him and then they weren't. But I think they knew exactly where he kind of was going.
Yeah.
And then that's why they had people around. And
Seemed like he was going back to mom's area.
I don't.
Whose area is this area? Didn't his mom
Well,
they're from Jackson, but I know
yeah,
he's
and
from Jackson.
this is like, what do they say? Like 3 miles from where he originally had dropped off the car. So,
He
and
didn't go
his
very far.
dad lived very close to where he dropped off that car.
Yeah. Yeah, he was probably trying to get help from his parents. I wonder if he reached out to them at any point.
I don't know.
They
but
do
I'd
look
be
like nice
terrified.
people.
They
I mean, I
do.
only see the picture of them when they were all leaving the prison, but they look like they were nice.
Well, I mean, everybody loves their kids, but I
Yeah.
just feel like I'd be terrified if I were them, I'd want like to move. I'd want to be in protective custody. I wouldn't want, that's a hard thing for parents to go through, but I mean, I just don't know what
Yeah.
they knew when he got out and why in the hell would they even give him, like, why would you even put up a bond for him? I don't get that. That part does not make sense to me at all.
No. Because he's going to run. He's not going to go back to court.
Mm.
Especially for those charges. Possession of a weapon, distributing drugs inside the penal system.
Hmm.
He would have been back in the penal system. Why didn't he just wait the process out?
Well, and that's one theory too, is that he already knew he was going to have to go serve time for that alleged unaliving that he attempted to do while he was in prison. So he knew he was going back.
Yeah,
So what does he have to lose?
that's true. But I don't know. Almost like killing somebody and killing somebody for people.
No, I got that.
I just feel like that's a bit much.
When they posted that bond, though, that was just for him and maybe his parents. Well, he claimed that he was almost beat to death. And that's why he attacked that guy. And maybe his parents felt sorry for him. It was like, he didn't do that. He'll be found innocent. Sure, we'll post the $30,000 bond.
Yeah.
Our son didn't do that. Austin Robert.
Yeah, our baby wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Only a face a mother could love right there. Man.
Can you imagine being pregnant with his kid?
No.
Me neither.
Well, I mean, you never have to look at him again.
What if he looks just like him?
That's true.
It's going to be a boy.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
What if he looks just like him? I'd be like, oh my gosh.
No. I could have a girl probably, but I don't know about having a boy looking just like him, and then I would be afraid.
Well, I would
too. What if you're, my kid would be in therapy as soon as they came out of the womb. Let's go to therapy.
Well, like some of these people, I mean, they don't believe in, I think that guy's mentally off too. And that is hereditary. The blessing of it is, just as a nurse, I know that if you have a male that has a daughter, that's usually how that goes. Like it'll spread that way.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a male that has a male, genetically, mental illnesses don't go like that.
Oh.
It's interesting.
Well, then maybe he'll be okay.
I mean, I hope he will be.
Yeah,
But I
me
was
too.
just like, and if she's innocent, well, she can't. I mean, she's not all the way innocent. But what I'm saying is, if she knew nothing about this and then think of okay, if this child looks like him.
Yeah. Oof.
Oh, man, that'd be rough. That'd be rough.
Yeah, it would be.
All right.
Oh.
Well, you can play Brendan later.
Okay, yeah.
You got to play Fat Fox the dog. Gosh,
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
I know. He was something else. That guy is something else.
Yeah. He's not innocent either.
No, he's not.
Not at all. I mean, he may not have been there in the field. He may not have done anything with them, but I think they all knew what was going to happen. If it's
Yeah.
premeditated, I do. I think they all knew what was going to happen.
I think they had, I think most of them at least knew. I think they all knew.
I
Maybe
do
even
too.
more people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm glad that they arrested him when they did, but I was really wanting them to bust more of these these gang
Yeah.
members.
Maybe
Because it's horrible.
I mean, not him because he's getting 4. He's going to prison for the rest of his life or death. But maybe one of the other ones will talk.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting me up. I didn't mean to
No
side you.
problem.
I hope I didn't taint
Oh,
your
no.
channel. I
Oh
probably
no,
did.
you're fine. I love it when you come up.
Came up here talking about fat fox, and they were probably like, "Who is she talking about?" I'm dumb. No, but if you saw that video on Facebook, it trips you out. It's like, what? And then it was just karma for him to get arrested.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like,
I saw it. I think I saw it on X or something.
I know JLR played it, and he was like, "I'm sorry about the language, guys." I mean, it's like every other word is like the F word. F my
Oh,
mom. Oh, my mom. And I was like, geez, boy, just calm down.
I'll have to find it and play it on our next live. That's funny.
At ATX, yes, I do. I think that's a very big possibility. And they made him do it. See, he
Yeah.
has no tattoos. And most people that are high level ranking
Yeah, I thought that too.
Well, they say because I've studied a little bit about it, if you're high ranking, you don't have to have all that. You don't have to have all those tattoos and stuff. But
Oh.
no, gangs don't normally kill babies, and that's the reason why he dumped the baby off. It was not out of the kindness of his heart.
Yeah.
That was not. He did that because he knew when he winds back up in prison,
Yep.
he would have a
If
lot
he had
of
a baby
issues.
on him, he would be in a lot of hurt.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, it's wild.
Well, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it.
I do too. I'll be back down here and watching.
Okay. All righty.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I didn't know if she needed me to help kick her or not. So we'll watch the second suspect's hearing today. This guy's in here doing all the things. Accessory after the fact. I wonder if I think it's just him, and I think it's just these two that they have on video though. Yeah. So let me see. I think that he talks pretty much the whole time. Oh, nope, just to there.
Film that Mr. Powell conspired with Mr. Drummond and 3 other individuals to deliver contraband in the Pickle facility in Lake County, Tennessee. Law enforcement surveillance observed the entire process of the events above. This is a Class E felony, sir. In addition to that, sir, you have 1 count of criminal conspiracy. It's alleged that on the same date and time, based on the same facts or circumstances, it's the same facts of the previous warrant. It's alleged that you conspired with Mr. Drummond to deliver these amounts to the Lake County, to the Northwest Correctional Facility in Lake County, Tennessee. General, are these the only charges against Mr. Powell at this time? I believe they are. Okay. Is the state intending to move forward with felony charges? Yes, sir, we are. Okay. Mr. Powell, let me ask you a question, sir. Are you going to be able to hire an attorney to represent you at this time, or would you like the court?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are going to be able to hire an attorney, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Reason I ask you is that if you were not able to, I want to know, so I don't want to keep you in longer than you need to before we need to bring you back for a hearing. Is the reason I'm asking you. Okay. Has your family, to your knowledge, spoken to anybody about this, about hiring you an attorney?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you happen to know who they are? Well, let me ask you this. I'll just cut to the chase. Have they hired an attorney?
I think today, after this court hearing, I'm going to have a discussion with them, and a couple of lawyers were supposed to call my people back today. So today, I'll probably have some time this afternoon.
Sir, this is what I ask of you. If you are able to hire an attorney, if you do that, sir, what we'll need to do is have that attorney contact the clerk's office here to let them know they have been retained to represent you so that we can be sure to send them all of your paperwork and your files, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am going to address bond at this time. If you would, please raise your right hand for me, sir. To the best of your ability. Yes, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give is true, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you put your hand down, sir. Mr. Powell, let me ask you this, or let me tell you this, sir. Before we do anything, I want to advise you, if you come back to court and you have not been able to do that, if you've not been able to hire an attorney, just let me know, and I'll be happy to still ask you questions about appointing you one, okay?
I couldn't hear you for a second, but
I apologize, sir. If we come back to court and you have not been able to hire an attorney, just let me know, and I'll be happy to ask you questions about appointing you an attorney if you think you're not going to be able to hire one, okay?
no, sir, I don't have.
Okay, that's good. Just wanted to make sure. Mr. Powell, let me ask you, sir, this is the address that's listed on the warrant. I want to make sure that I have this address right, and if it's not right, please tell me, okay? I have an address of 1115 Willow Oak Lane in Jackson, Tennessee. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how long have you lived at that address, sir?
About 2.5 years.
Okay. Who'd you live at that address with, sir?
Myself.
Yourself? Okay. Sir, let me just ask you this. How long have you lived in Jackson, Tennessee?
All my life.
All of your life? Okay. Have you lived anywhere besides Jackson, Tennessee?
No, sir.
Okay. Sir, let me ask you this. In the last 10 years, have you been convicted or charged with a felony offense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you still on parole or probation for that offense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, sir, can you recall what the charge was?
76.
Okay.
2022.
Yes, sir.
Schedule, maybe might have been 2 or 3.
Okay. How much time are you serving on that charge, sir?
10 years.
10 years. How much time do you have left?
How much do I have left?
5.5 left?
No, I got 9 left.
9 left. Okay. Yes, sir. Okay. I apologize. Is there any other felony charges that you have had within the last 10 years in addition to that?
No, sir.
Okay. In the last 10 years, have you been charged or convicted of ever failing to appear in court?
No, sir.
Okay. General.
Your state would recommend $75,000.
Mr. Powell, let me ask you, sir, are you going to be able to post a $75,000 bond?
Possibly.
Possibly? Okay. Mr. Powell, this is what I want to do. General, since he's not 100% sure, I think I'm going to reset him to Monday morning to make sure if he does make his bond, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on the docket on the 14th with everybody else. But just to make sure he makes his bond, we're going to continue the case to Monday, okay? Mr. Powell, I'm going to continue your case to Monday morning, okay? That's just to make sure you make your bond. You have some time, there's some time limits that go with these cases, and I want to make sure that we don't push you too far out and you're still in custody, okay? That's why I just want to have you back on Monday, okay?
If I don't make the bond by Monday, will the bond be lowered Monday?
That's something that your attorney will have to address with me.
Okay.
He also needs to be aware that there's a hold out of Crockett County for him as well.
Okay. Mr. Powell, they have told me I don't know anything about this charge, sir. They just informed me there is a hold currently out in Crockett County, Tennessee for you. I don't know anything about the charge, but if you were to make bond, you would have to go to Crockett County to face those charges as well, sir, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Powell, you should be aware.
I
General,
got a question.
yes, sir.
Can I get like a breakdown on how the bond is $75,000?
Are you asking me why I'm saying that amount?
I thought it went by like a range by the offense.
Well, what it is, sir, is that when setting bond, I have to take into consideration a couple of things. Your nexus to the community. I didn't hear any testimony to indicate that you have any family here in Lake County, Tennessee, or have any business where you work in Lake County, Tennessee. So you don't have much of a nexus to the community. I have to consider that. In addition to that, the fact that you're currently on probation, for a prior felony conviction, I have to take into consideration that, as well as the possible safety of the community. So that's the reason why the bond is a little enhanced in this case, is because you don't have much of a nexus to our county here in Lake County. You've been a resident of Madison County your whole life. If your attorney wants to address the bond, I'll be happy to let them do that, but you'll have to have them present here to argue that on your behalf, okay? So I'm going to continue your case to Monday morning. General, in regards to Mr. Powell, I did not hear in the warrants any interactions or anything going on in regards to Mr. Drummond's case that is currently. So the state is asking for a restraining order.
That's the reason we didn't ask for one.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mr. Powell, I'm going to say your bond conditions are, sir, you must keep in contact with your attorney. You're not allowed to possess any drugs or alcohol, and you also cannot be charged with a new offense or fail to appear in court, sir. Okay, I'm going to continue your case on Monday morning at 9 o'clock, and we'll see you back here then, sir. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck to you, sir. Man, they're all like, everyone in those courthouses are so nice, though. I'm not gonna lie about that. I haven't met a courthouse people in the courtroom that nice in a while. Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir. Look at him smiling up there. He's like, I might go home. I might go home. He ain't going nowhere. That judge is really nice, isn't he, Melissa? I thought he was too. Well, I'm going to go and check on my cat. I texted Vincent and he didn't write me back. But that could be good. That could mean that they're sleeping in the bed. But what that means is I got to be the bad guy and get the cat out of the bed. He's in my spot. Or I guess I could just sleep on the couch. I think so. I think they're video conferenced. Not all of them, but I think most of them are. Now, like, for some reason, like, you have to live in the state of Tennessee to get, like, their FOIA and stuff like that, like their records. But we'll figure that out. I'll go down there and, wow, I, like, yawned. I don't think I've ever yawned on a live. Sorry about that. I think it's because we stayed up late last night. I was up actually, I lied. I was up till like 1. I was up late. And then I guess Vincent said every time like he woke up or he like just got up, I was up. And so I guess I didn't sleep very good last night. So, but I'll be back on tomorrow to talk about one of the cases, all the cases. We'll figure the case. I know that there's a couple things that we could talk about in the Idaho case. And you know me, I could think of a show. I could come up with an awesome show. We need to do a Luigi Mangione one. Maybe we could do a poll. See what people vote on the poll tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that in the morning, put a poll up. But thank you guys. Oh, let me remove him so you don't have to see his face before we go. Oh, I forgot. I keep pushing my chair back. Wait, I can't do it anymore. I learned a trick. Like, I didn't know that my chair could do this. Do you know how much better that feels every once in a while, just being able to do that? I've sat in like straight up in this chair, like court hearings, all the hearings. Thanks for coming up, Ishy. I appreciate it. I know you know this case pretty well, so that's why I was like, get on up here. Get on up here. That's why I texted you earlier. I was like, you've been working all day? What you been doing? Thank you guys. I hope he does too. He will. He'll feel better. Like, he's just, you know, his belly just hurts right now. That's all. That cat better feel better. No. Yeah. I already told him he's living for as long as I want him to be here. When he starts, when he can't jump up on the counter anymore, we'll start talking. But he just, just this afternoon, he just didn't feel good. So I'll let you guys know. I'll let you know as soon as I find out. If I walk up in that bedroom tonight and he jumps up for a cat treat, you guys will be the first to know. But he didn't jump up for any treats this whole afternoon, and he didn't ask for food tonight. So, but I think he just has a bellyache because like he only got sick twice in 2 days. So it wasn't like it was, you know what I mean? It's not like a big deal. I'm making it a big deal, I think. Oh, but then again, my birds left today too. my baby birds left. So I'm just feeling a little, I need my birds back. So yeah, maybe it was the birds that did it. I'm just kidding. It wasn't the birds. But I'm going to go check on him. I'm going to go see how he's doing. I'm going to go lay with him, and maybe I'll take his bed in there. See what he wants. Oh my gosh, look at this dog. She put herself in the damn corner. I don't know if you can see her down here. It's the brown one. My goodness. Well, I will see you guys all later. We're going to go check on our little our big brother Rocky. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We